Good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to present my research about the response analysis of tobacco supply in Indonesia. Outline of my research is divided into introduction, object of my research, method, result, and discussion. Also, the last one is conclusion. Introduction. First of all, that tobacco is an important commodity in Indonesia because tobacco has nationality income from cigarette, especially from exercise cigarette tax, and also for labor, and also the farmer income. And the supply of tobacco in Indonesia is depend on manufacturers. The production depend on weight of land and also production and productivity of the tobacco. The factor that sympathize to affect the production and also the weight of land tobacco is price of input, such as fertilizer, and also the weight of labor, and also competitive plants such as vegetables that grown in the same land with the tobacco land. And then natural condition such as disaster, also the wet, the session, and dry session is also factor that protest to affect the production of tobacco. And the last one is technology. Technology is a very I think it's very good huge impact to the production. Therefore, this factor is impact to tobacco supply response, especially for the production, and also impact to income tobacco farmers. The object of my research is one, to analyze factors that influence tobacco supply in some of area cultivated and also quantity of tobacco production. And the second object is to analyze tobacco supply response of factors influence. The method I used descriptive, there are descriptive study. I use secondary time series data from 1990 until 2019, about 30 years. Data were obtained from Plantation Department, Central Statistics Agency, also Directorate General of Customs, UN Contract, the Association of Cigarette Manufacturers, and also some literature. To analyze, I use partial adjustment differential distribution model by Merov. The limitation of my research is this data doesn't disaggregate the production area and also type of the tobacco in Indonesia. So I will make it aggregate. To analyze, I make divided into two equations. The first is area of Indonesian tobacco and also amount of Indonesian tobacco production with the function like this. The function of Merloff model. The first is tobacco area. The factor that influence is the price of the tobacco in producer level, and also the price of competing tobacco their vegetables, and also price of fertilizer, wage of labor, interest rate, and also the lack of area. The second function is the amount of Indonesian tobacco production, which influence of variable such as area of tobacco, rainfall, and then Grameen natural condition, and also technology trends. So the result of my research is so that the first there's interesting factor that all of the variables that come with SPSS, so that almost all the variables significance with alpha 5%, and one variable significant and in alpha 15%, and not one variable is not significant. So you can see that tobacco land area is influenced by price of tobacco, price of vegetables, weight of labor, and also price of fertilizer. And tobacco production, we put the tobacco area in this equation, in this function. From the first equation, we put the area to the next equation, and we have the result like this. Tobacco production is influenced by tobacco area, rainfall, Grameen natural change, technology, but the significant factors that influence are tobacco area and technology. So there are only two variables that influence the tobacco production. The conclusion is Indonesian tobacco supply response to labor wage, planted area, and also technological trends. Whereas tobacco price vegetable, labor wage, price fertilizer price, and previously planted area had a significant effect on the tobacco area. Meanwhile, the tobacco area only responded to the wage of tobacco farming workers. So the amount of Indonesian tobacco production is influenced by the area of tobacco and also the trend of technology. It's the important result of my research. So my suggestion is to increase tobacco area and to fulfill the need of tobacco, because Indonesia still import the leaves of tobacco from foreign. The government can increase the productivity through the technology, such as use good agriculture practices for tobacco plantations, for the production, the fertilizer also, and the good agriculture practices else. And the suggestion too is increase the demand of tobacco not only for cigarette factory, but also diversified products such as pesticide or new source of energy, because tobacco leaves can increase the level of vegetable oil or biofuels. Thank you for